What's up, YouTube? And we're back today with another hot one. You guys already know it. And today we are doing what I wish I knew before starting high school. If you guys didn't know, I am a senior in high school. Obviously, I've been in high school for 3 years now. There's been ups, there's been downs, there's been good times, there's been bad times. So basically, I've had a lot of in between, but I thought I'd give you guys my advice because as a freshman, I'm actually the first one in my family, not like my family, but I'm the oldest sibling, so I didn't have anyone to really talk to about high school and anything, and I've experienced and have made many mistakes. So I thought I'd help you guys before you guys go into your freshman year, or if you're already in high school, just some tips that I have learned over the years. So let's get started. I wrote them all on my phone so I can make sure I covered everything for you guys. But let's go ahead and get into it. So number one is don't care what other people think. Guys, I cannot stress this to you guys more. When I was younger, I was very keen on to what people thought about me. Like, oh, I would get different comments about how I dress and about my hair and different things, and I would kind of try to shape myself to be into this person that everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, this," and commenting on this. But genuinely, as I've started especially sophomore year, that's when I just let loose. I was genuinely I just don't care anymore. I think you have your best high school experience if you don't care what others think, because there's always going to be something that people have to say about you or comment about you, but at the end of the day, these people are only temporary. You have 4 years of high school and you will never see these people again unless you pull up to that high school reunion, which I mean, most of us do, but seriously, not caring what other people think has been one of the best things for me because people are jealous. They have so many opinions, and at the end of the day, who cares? Genuinely, who cares? Be loud, be funny, be yourself, because at the end of the day, you are you, and there's not another single person on this earth that is like you. So be yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all you have. So yeah, I think that one is a really good number one. Number two, I would definitely say is be kind to everyone. I have experienced this so much. I think, especially if you get into drama, if you have problems, I think that just being kind to everyone, number one, is just one of the best things because genuinely, I treat people how you want to be treated is one of the best phrases that has been said because I mean there is going to be times in high school where you're kind to people and other people aren't kind to you, and that's okay. I feel like especially for me, with drama and other things, I think that being kind to everyone in the end is just the best thing. Genuinely, if someone's having a bad day, you would never know, and people are mean sometimes when they have a bad day and you never know, and if you're mean back, that's not helping. So I think that being kind fits into treating people how you want to be treated, and I know that I want everyone to be kind to me, so why don't make that step and be kind first? So, anyways, that is definitely a big one because, y'all, there's some mean people in high school. There is some mean people. So, if you can be that one person that is kind, you never know how much you're going to impact someone else's life. So, I think that's a very, very good thing to always remember and to keep in mind. So, number three is prioritize your grades from day one. Guys, so like I said, I'm the oldest sibling. So, when I got into sixth grade, when grades were an actual thing, never really was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be an A student. I just want to make my parents happy. So I was so obsessed with grades. I studied all the time. I made A's all throughout middle school. And then I did the same thing my freshman year and sophomore year, guys. I'm just gonna be honest, this is not even the same thing, but don't take honors chem unless you have a really good teacher. But prioritizing grades from day one is so important. I feel especially with a lot of kids right now, I've noticed is a lot of the kids, they don't really care about their freshman year, and your freshman year goes into your GPA. So if you flunk freshman year, your GPA really can't increase that much, regardless of how you do good in your sophomore, junior, or senior year. So just prioritizing those grades from day one, especially if you're watching this as a middle school student, prioritize some grades because I promise you the habits that you'll get from prioritizing them now will be essential for college and other future things. And if you guys want to go to college and have big career aspirations, I definitely say that prioritizing those grades are important. But you just have to do what you got to do, because at the end of the day, school comes first and everything else comes second. Because if you want to be able to make big money in this life and have a successful career, grades are where it starts. So yeah. All right, let's go. Next we're gonna go to four. This one has been very key for me. So it's okay to be alone sometimes. I know, us girls, we like to do everything together. We like to, when we go out to restaurants, we don't want to travel by ourselves. When we go to events and different things like that in school, we always want to have someone with us. But definitely, um, these past like 2 years have actually joined student council, which that's a whole different story. Like I could give you guys plenty of story times about different things that I've experienced. But I know that like walking into new clubs and organizations is hard, especially like these past 2 years. I've had to realize it's okay to be alone sometimes, and this is like not like a sad, depressing thing, guys. I have friends, and this is like more as so for you're in a class alone by yourself and you get paired with someone you don't know, or if you know, it's just okay to be alone. You don't need someone with you all the time. So I think just being okay with being alone, because I mean, at the end of the day, being alone isn't that bad. You will always have yourself, and I think that that is so key. And you obviously you'll have your family and other things, but being alone is genuinely okay. And not saying I've had to learn that, but I've had to make it my narrative, especially with some of the things that I'm in right now. Which, if you guys want story times about some different things in school, let me know down below, because I have plenty of story times about where this advice has come from. But yeah, that's just something that I think is very crucial, because people always want to have like a clique or something to do. But you don't have to hang out with your friends every night. You don't have to have someone for everything. Like, you can be alone. It is okay to be alone, like genuinely. So, anyways, let's go on with the next thing. And 5 is standard drama. You guys, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've always been the kind of person where I like to hear about drama. Like, which I know it sounds so bad, but being in it is different. But I like to know like all the different things that are going on, because that's just me. I'm a nosy person. But genuinely, staying out of drama is one of my like top things to say. My sophomore and junior year, guys, it was filled with a ton of drama. I'm gonna be so honest, and it ended up affecting me, like not as much as like you would think. Like I wasn't depressed. I wasn't anything. My grades slipped a bit, and there was other issues. But I think that just staying out of drama is so important. If people aren't treating you right, and you aren't treating other people right, then at the end of the day, that friendship, that whatever situation that is, just walk away from it, because at the end of the day, I feel like peace is better than drama, and I've prioritized that so much. I feel like it's okay if you have to cut loose a friend that you've been friends with for forever. It's okay if you have to step back from a friendship to figure out what that person means to you. It's just staying out of drama is so important, because I promise you, and this is like the same thing, but definitely if you have a thought about someone, do not go and share it with someone else, because you'll be like, oh yeah, that's my best friend. If you tell your best friend that your best friend something, it'll easily get spread, and it'll be like, oh yeah, Olivia said this and she said that. Really? What? And like, just stay out of the drama. That's something I've had to learn myself, because I am nosy and I love to talk. So if you guys can correlate how those will go together, that's something I need to work on. But definitely that is a definitely like a big big tip. Especially I would have need to have known that, which I did, but now I understand. So yeah. 6 is don't force friendships. This is kind of under that same like boat of it's okay to be alone. I think a lot of us, especially like if we are in a class of kids we don't know and we don't want to be alone, we force friendships. Or if we notice that we are the only ones who are putting effort into the friendship, like let's say I have a friend and I'm the only one who texts her, I'm the only one that wants to hang out, she doesn't care about me, all these different things, you're forcing that friendship. Friendship takes two people. Any relationship takes two people. If you're the only one that's putting in the effort, that friendship is not for you. And I cannot tell you guys the amount of times that I've had to learn this personally, because I'm the kind of person that is I'm a very what's the word, empathetic person. I'm always thinking about people. I'm always praying for them. I seriously just love my friends, and it's hard for me to cut loose friendships that I feel like I'm forcing, because I love them so much. But at the end of the day, if you force something, like if I'm forcing something, like let's say I'm trying to force my car to move, at the end of the day, the car was never supposed to move in the first place. Same with the friendship. The friendship was never supposed to be in the first place if you have to force it. That is so key. I cannot stress that enough to you guys. Don't force your friendships, because I promise you, the right friends for you will come. They will be there and they will support you like never before. I promise you guys, your time will come, okay? Next, number 7, don't date someone just because everyone else is dating. Oh my gosh, you guys. I feel like this is just like a standard thing, but girls, not saying that we define our worth, but I know that we always, like, okay, let me be honest. So, when I first got to high school, I was never really like considering boys. I was like, okay, boys are like not my priority. Like, I'm more focused on trying to like get out of here and make friendships and just have fun. But my junior sophomore year, I was very obsessed with having a boyfriend. I feel like us girls, we always have crushes on these different guys, and like we're like, oh my gosh, I would love to be with him. Like, if this person gets with someone else, it's just like this whole thing. But just because someone else is dating does not mean that you have to date. You guys, I'm going to be so honest. I've never had a talking stage. I've never had my first kiss. I've never had a boyfriend. I haven't even had a guy's number, really, to be honest. And it was hard for me not to make me feel like I wasn't good enough. In just the sense of like, well, I guess you could say that. I was like, why is she getting someone when I'm not? Like, what's wrong with me? You know? Guys, it's just hard for me because I've always had like this big dream. I want to be a doctor, so I've always thought, okay, if I get a high school sweetheart, then I won't have to look for someone for college, and I could have someone I've been with so long that we could just have a relationship after I finish med school. And I've also thought about it because my parents were high school sweethearts, and I'm like, why can't I get a boyfriend? Like, and I've always had like this standard football guy type, which everyone has the type of a football guy or some kind of sport guy. And at the end of the day, I think that my high school experience has been way better without having a boyfriend. You know, someone to be confined to, because not only do you have to worry about him, but you have to worry about yourself and your grades and prioritizing him in the relationship. And I feel like as busy as I am, I do not have any time to prioritize a boyfriend right now, which is hard for me because the girl in me, like the freshman girl in me, is still wanting to pursue like my dream of having a high school sweetheart. But genuinely, queen, that is over for me. So yeah, which is fine. It's not a problem. Anyways, 8 is join at least one club, sport, or organization. So, guys, I have done my fair share of trying out for things. I tried out for basketball my sophomore year. Bad decision. I tried out for cheer my sophomore year. Bad decision. I did cheer and basketball when I was in middle school. I didn't end up making the basketball team in 8th grade from various reasons, guys. The stories I could tell you guys are insane, but I ended up not doing cheer from 8th grade, which this is a part that plays into not caring what others think, because when I was doing cheer in 8th grade, there was these girls who would try to mess up our cheers when we were cheering, and I was like, absolutely not. Like, I'm not going to have anyone, like, make fun of me as I'm trying to cheer, because I actually liked cheer a lot, and that ended up hurting me because I didn't make high school cheer, but at the end of the day, I don't think cheer is for me anyways, because again, the drama with everything is just bad. So I just think joining at least one club organization, not only does that bring you a family within that organization, but it's good for college applications. I promise you, everything that you do from your freshman year to your senior year is college prep. Your grades, how you act towards teachers, if you get in trouble, if you like everything that you do is being put on a record for colleges. So I would say just join and try as many things as you can, guys. I have tried many things and I failed, and I've also tried many things and succeeded. So, and having the family within these clubs has been just amazing. So I think that go try out for student council, go try out to be class president, go join baking club, go like seriously do whatever you want to do. Or even better, create your own club, do whatever makes you feel happy, because being involved is just amazing. So this one's hard for me. It was hard for me to comprehend, but your friend group will probably change, and that's okay. Guys, I know, like, you know, you have your friends that you bring from 8th grade to 9th grade, or you have your friends that you bring from 9th grade to 10th grade, or however it works, but your friend groups are going to change. I know it's hard, you know, your friends will move away and you guys will get into drama, but that's okay. I promise you guys, because you realize you aren't the same person that you were freshman year, guys. I am not that same, like, shy girl from freshman year. I am a completely different person, and I am grateful for that, okay? And just like how I'm not the same, my friendships aren't the same. Me and the people I used to be friends with my freshman year are not friends anymore because we both grew apart and changed into completely different people. And that is okay. I promise you guys, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna be stressful, but at the end of the day, I promise you everything that happens for a reason. And if your friendship changes, you are being saved from something that could have happened. So it's okay if your friendship change, because we're changing. We get taller, our feet grow, we grow out of acne. Like, it's just so, like, we are changing, so you have to expect other things to change as well. So I think that is just so important because I needed to hear this. Okay. And don't compare your high school experience to someone else's. Okay, guys, some kids that go to high school, they don't have a desire to go to college or do anything with their life. So if people are out partying when you're studying, or people are like out doing different things while you're trying to prioritize what, like, your success in your future, don't compare your experiences, because yes, you're having fun now, but you will have fun once you have a successful career and you are making money. Because their partying now is going to keep them from this successful career. I promise you guys, I mean this wholeheartedly. I used to compare myself because this is like a true statement. I have always wanted to be smart, and I am smart, you guys. I study all the time. I actually was studying in middle school, which you really don't have to study for that because all stuff is easy. But I used to study star tests, practices. I was that kid. And when I got to high school, I still wanted to be smart. Like, I wanted to do good, but I also established myself that I wanted to be in between having fun and being like a study person, like that studies all the time. I wanted to have that in between. I wanted to have my high school experience, like being involved in clubs and getting to go to pep rallies and football games. But I also wanted to prioritize school, so I met in the middle. And my GPA is good, and everything is good. But you just have to figure out what is more important to you. Where are you trying to go with your life? Because you can't compare someone's experience that wants to work at McDonald's, but you want to go be a lawyer. You cannot compare your high school experience with this person and with yourself, because y'all are on two different paths. And the mistakes that they made now will be your successes in the future. So I mean that wholeheartedly, you guys. Okay. Next is, don't be afraid to be outgoing or going to talk to people. You guys, I am having trouble with this too, because it kind of goes back to the part where, like, to not force something. Like, if I'm going up to talk to someone, I'm kind of like force myself to talk to them. But I realized that some of the best friendships that I've made have been off of just talking to someone that I never knew. I remember my best friend. I actually don't remember the exact moment, but we actually met through like a mutual friend, and we started talking, and we clicked like that. So just don't be afraid to talk to people, because I guarantee you, even one conversation can change someone's whole narrative. Like, if they're having a bad day and you go and talk to them, you never know. Like, it's just, again, just don't be afraid to really like try new things in high school. Just don't be afraid to go talk to someone or stuff like that, because that's important. And the next thing is to take pictures, make a scrapbook. Guys, high school, I never realized how fast high school would go by, and I mean this more than y'all would ever understand. I seriously, right now, don't even want to be a senior. Like, I know it sounds bad. I just don't feel like I'm ready to go out into this world and pay bills and go to college and try to be a doctor and be away from home. It just all is so stressful for me. And I've always been the like kind of kid that has wanted to grow older, because when I grew older, I could get social media. When I grew older, I could have my car, which I feel like it is the same way. Like, as you're like growing older as a kid, things get exciting, but as an adult, it doesn't, I would say. So just document everything and don't rush life. It's like a double little tip for you guys, because high school, they say, is important, and it is important because you'll never have this again. You guys will never be a freshman again, except when you go to college, but that's a completely different realm. You guys will never get to see this school again. And I think that, prioritizing and not rushing and taking pictures and other things is so important, because these are the moments that you guys will look back on forever. Homecoming, prom, your friendships, everything, your graduation pictures. This is your life. This is high school, you guys. Live it to your fullest. Live it to your fullest. I'm so serious. Just do it. Next is, remember that every embarrassing moment feels bigger to you than it does to everyone else. Oh my gosh, guys. Remember, there was this one year. It was in freshman Spanish class, okay? And I had leaned back in my chair, and I was on like one of those like tall chairs too, and I had fell back in my seat, and oh my goodness, was so embarrassed. I was like, oh, what? Because the teacher was teaching. I felt sick. Oh my gosh, are you okay? I was like, oh my goodness. So I just fell out of my chair. And at the end of the day, no one was even paying me any attention. So everything that you are embarrassed about, I guarantee you no one is paying attention to. So everything that seems big to you isn't big at all. Like, that is just such a good like thing. Like, I don't know, that I think that's just so important, you guys. Like, everything is bigger to us than anyone else. And guys, I could go on and on about high school tips. I'm so excited for you guys to embark on y'all's high school journey. Comment down below which tip you guys like the best and if it's helped you at all, and some more video ideas. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because guys, we're doing so good, and I'm seriously want to make this my full-time, like, not my full-time job, but like I want to make this a community of people that are here to help each other. So I am just so grateful for you guys. And to all the people who are going to high school, good luck. I am hoping that you guys have the best experience of your life, because you will never get this again. And just remember all these tips, because at the end of the day, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Meaning no one can make you feel less than without you letting them do that first. So I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.